Hello everyone, my name is David. This is my question and answer video, part 3. Please watch part 1 and 2 if you have not. I'm answering your guys' questions from last week, last Monday, from the last question and answer video. Do this every Monday. Go down in the comment section, ask me a question, I'll answer them next Monday in the next question and answer video. So to get started, the part 3 is from Mali in Australia. Hello. I was with someone I'm pretty sure was BPD. I bet they still are. I found they lied about everything. Huge things like being married or cheating, and then small things like what they did during the day. Is that a thing for cluster Bs? Do they all lie a lot? She also seemed to completely believe her lies. Also, any insight on this and why they would essentially be pathological liars who use emotion and intimacy when lying, sometimes even smile while lying, and then completely believe it themselves? Yeah. So, you mentioned pathological. So these are things this is learned behavior in childhood even. Could go back all the way in childhood where the parents didn't fix this, change this, stop this. But at some point, as we get older, as we become adolescents and adults, we have to make choices for ourselves. And it seems like she chose to lie. And our brains work in a way that if it doesn't kill us, that works. Do it again. That's it. Our brains care about staying alive and procreating. So if we take a step, if our first step in life is with our right foot, and we're still alive, we might right foot it for quite a while. If that works, we might keep doing it forever with our right foot. That's why we try and teach children, give them a little bit encouragement to try, and hopefully they'll succeed and not fail too many times. Because that's how you get confidence. Anyways, back to them. So this was something that started early on, okay? I try to tell people that thought patterns, they're like ruts in the ground. You see a trail, right? An animal trail. If you're lost out in the woods, you see an animal trail, it'll take you to water. And animals know this. They know it so well, it's the very first thing they're taught about water is take the trail to water. They don't think about it. Water, trail. Water, trail. Confronted, lie. Need something, lie. Want something, lie. These things are extremely difficult to break as you grow older. Can't teach old dogs new tricks. These ruts get deeper and deeper and deeper. You fall in, you just keep doing it. And then they might believe their lies, huh? Try to realize that this is a very unstable sense of self, of who they are, right? Who am I? I believe in honesty. So I tell the truth. So if I go against that, it makes me feel bad. It's not who I am. I don't like that. Causes shame, maybe, guilt. So I don't do it. I learn not to do that. An unstable sense of self, she may say, I like honesty, but she's not honest. Don't know who I am. Easy to repeat these behaviors, right? Not high in morals, values, right? Never been held accountable for her actions by her parents. So keep doing it. It worked. Keep doing it. Lack total awareness. Don't know what I'm doing. So I keep repeating behaviors. You know, delusional, believing these lies is what happens when you lie all the time. You really don't have a good sense of reality, do you? You don't know how to do it any other way. It's got to work this way. Instead of changing it, you keep trying to make it work. You know? These disorders, especially borderline means on the borderline of neurosis and psychosis. They often can cross that line into psychosis. Be delusional. May even hallucinate. May even hear things and see things that aren't there sometimes. Borderlines can do that. Very unstable emotionally, very unstable sense of self, very pathological, totally lacking awareness. Hope I shed some light. Ask me more questions if you still don't understand. Thanks. Nancy from Canada. Hello. Left narc 2 months ago. Was living with him 3 years and left while he was at work because I was afraid. So he tried everything. Probably around 30 phone calls. I only answered twice and once because he tricked me with a different phone number. He promised 3 times in his messages to stop calling me, but the longest he lasted was 2 weeks. I've been out of the country since I left, but have to go back in a week. Sorry for the long phrase. Basically, how long does it take for them to stop hoovering? Is it only when they secure a new supply? And could a supply be a new pet? Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. So, obviously, this guy can't take care of himself. He can't tell himself not to do that. He's not in very control of his behaviors. He's highly impulsive. Very unstable sense of who he is and emotionally. So he's impulsive. He's reacting, acting. He has a thought, acts it out, doesn't stop himself, doesn't tell himself he'll be okay, doesn't say, hey, self, you have some pride and some integrity, don't behave this way. That's not you. Well, if you don't know who you are, you're going to act however. You're asking me how long does it take to stop hoovering? That would be as if they all do it the same way and they don't. Some don't ever try to contact you again, right? Some don't, obviously. And some do, and some wait longer and this and that. And it's basically they can't do anything for themselves. They feel like crap, right? So they're hoovering, they're trying to come back to you to help them feel better, to get something they want from you, something they need from you. So either they get that from someone else eventually, and they stop trying. They eventually feel a little better over time. Maybe they suppress these emotions enough to move on in their life. So typically these people might feel lost, scared, confused, things like this, and they got to make themselves feel better somehow. They don't know how to do that themselves, so they're dependent on people, so they're going to go do it from you or from someone else. And we hope they do it from someone else. And that might really mess with some of your guys' minds, like, oh God, if I don't buy into their hoover, then they're just going to go to someone else. They're going to abuse someone else instead of you. Let them. Let them. Don't let it be you. They're abusers. They abuse people. They aren't selective. They can't say, oh, I'm going to abuse this person, but then in my next relationship, no, that didn't work out very well. I'm not going to abuse them. To assume they won't abuse the next person is to believe that there is such control of it that they can just selectively not abuse the person that's closest to them. Not the mailman, not their friend. I get that. It's not as involved, not as deep. They don't feel vulnerable, scared, things like this. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand that. And you asked, is it only when they secure a new supply? Typically, just attention to help them feel better. A lot of us isolate after this stuff, which is bad for us, but at least it shows that we can somewhat self-soothe. They can't. They go running to someone else. Make me feel better. You see that? Recovery from Muchos Sickos from North Carolina. Hello, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I am. Just got hoovered again by another flying monkey. First a text from a number I didn't know, but they knew my name. I didn't respond and deleted it. The later same day she called and tried to say she had the wrong person, but somehow she had my number saved in her phone. After a few questions, I know who she is. Blocked her number, and then she called back a few hours later. Crazy stuff. Last time the hoover was X showing up my job last November. Does this pattern happen to more people other than me? Thanks, David, from North Carolina. Definitely not only you. If it's other people doing this for your ex, realize that people that are associated with people that have personality disorders tend to be pretty unhealthy. They don't do things for themselves. So they're doing things for someone else instead of themselves. They're trying to do whatever this person wants so that they can be closer to this person, have them in their life. Sick. So of course this happens to other people. Yeah, I know it does. I've seen it. It's happened to me a ton. Sounds like you're doing the right thing. I'm sorry. Eventually this stuff will stop when your ex seems to pick herself up out of the gutter and start doing this to someone else. I'm sorry. Good luck. Always reach out to friends, people, vent, okay? But keep yourself occupied right now. Good. Thank you. Hi, David, Debbie from the United Kingdom. Hello, Debbie. You recommend therapy a lot, but what puts me off is shame. I don't feel I could open up about the terrible things he subjected me to. You say you're healed and you have moved on, but does your job not keep you reminded of what yourself went through constantly? Do we ever truly get over this completely? Thank you, Debbie, very much. And I'm sorry where you're at. One thing you asked me is does doing this type of work keep reminding me of my past? And is that bad for me or whatever? I have no problems with my past. So there aren't any bad reminders. There isn't a part of my past that makes me feel bad at all. And I mean that 100%. Nothing. I'm not angry, spiteful, resentful towards anyone. I don't wish anybody harm or bad at all. I understand what I went through. It was really bad by other people. I know my part in it too, and I fixed those things, but I really feel good and better about my past. So that doesn't bother me at all. I am able to see people because I went through this experience and now I'm all better. I see that everybody else is going to be okay too. It's kind of like children, or kind of like parents with children. Parents, if you have children, right? It's easy to watch your children fail at things and let them and learn that way. When you've done this and you've been through it and you know that you're going to be okay, so you knew that you're okay, so you know that they're going to be okay. I've done this and in a very good way, I mean, I'm very healthy. And so I can see you guys going through this stuff and I know you're going to be okay. It's up to you. It's totally up to you, Debbie. Hope is from in here. Okay? From in here. And people in our lives giving us attention just a little bit, friends, and having strong bonds with friends and stuff like this, having good moments and good times and positive and stuff like this, that helps a lot of shame go away. Asking for help alleviates shame. We need to be vulnerable, Debbie. You must be vulnerable at some point in order to heal from this. Okay? You can't stay protected and heal from this. We have to open up and allow ourselves to be hurt again, but in a healthier environment. Most professionals aren't going to hurt you. Okay? You've been hurt, so that's what your brain's telling you. You're going to get hurt. Okay, I'm trying to give you a little encouragement to get out there and try and deal with this the right way, okay? Talk about it. Ask for help, take the help, and use it. Open up, be vulnerable. In a healthy environment, you're going to be okay. But we need to do this, okay? And we need a positive outcome. And that confidence, Debbie, it's tremendous, okay? And it'll help you very much. Take it. Do it. Good luck, Debbie. Thank you. Mike from North Carolina. Hello, Mike. Why would a narcissistic wife discard and file no contact for 2 years through the courts? Everything I have read on NPD is that narcs don't like no contact. Well, they don't like it if you don't contact them. But we all know that narcissists will silent treatment, discard you, ignore you, not talk to you all the time. They don't communicate in relationships at all. It's over means they're gone. They leave. We're on a break means they walk out the door and leave, not tell you anything. I'll be right back. Wait for me. It all looks the same. So if they're doing it, that's what they want to do. They're not contacting you. So why would a narcissistic wife discard and file no contact for 2 years through the courts? she's angry and impulsive, hates you, resentful, wants to hurt you. And that, in her mind, is how she makes herself feel better. Instead of doing things for herself to feel better, she directs it all about you. External over internal. Good luck, Mike. Babs from Canada, hello. I recently parted from the narc. My problem is with a couple who are mutual friends of mine for over 20 years and with my ex. Off-base comments were made to me. I hope you're not an axe murderer, and don't get mad and punch me in the nose, and you're a criminal, came out of their mouths, unrelated to anything at the moment. My only shocked response was days later at a mild, "You don't think I'm violent, do you?" To which they responded, "Oh, no, I was only kidding." Question, are they flying monkeys and believing outrageous lies about me? Because I'm not a violent person. I believe you. This is horrible. 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 Gaslighting. This is abuse. This is abuse. Making you feel that way. Doubting yourself. Making you feel like you're crazy. Look, we don't want mutual friends with our abuser, period. For so many different reasons. I'm telling you guys, I don't care who out there, anybody who has abusers, disordered people close to them in their lives are not healthy. Period. You have mutual friends, see you later. Or make them choose. And they should probably get some help too. You want to know? Tell them how they hurt you. And be very specific. And be nice and caring. And don't point the finger. And don't say you. Say I feel. I felt really hurt when you said these things. I would like to know, did you hear this from my ex? I would like to know how you feel about me. I would like you to tell me and describe what our relationship is to you, how important it is to you. Thanks. Last question. Sandra, thanks, David. Just when I've learned all I need to learn, I listen to you and there's so much more to know. I'm 12 months, no contact. Good job and thank you. I feel free, but after more than 20 years of abuse, I feel so fragile and on edge, untrusting. I'm trying really hard, but scared that perhaps that is it. This is it. I may never be able to trust again. I've had many guys interested in dating me, and when a man shows me interest, I automatically get put off and run. I'm wondering, is there still hope for me? The hope is within you. The hope is you, okay? The hope is you. We need to kill hope that we're going to work out with our narcissist, right? You have to kill that. We need hope that it's going to work again. Depressed mind tells us it's not. You're probably suffering from maybe a little depression, okay? I'm glad you're not dating it. Get a little confidence about dating by learning how, learning what it takes. Learn where it went wrong in your relationship so that that won't happen again. Learn who you are, learn what you want, learn what's important to you, and learn what's important to people, what you want in people around you. This is how you build yourself. Okay? When you are more aware of where it went wrong and how to make it right now, that'll help you. Okay? When, there's so much about relationships. I can't just tell you everything. But I talk about it all in my videos. Keep watching more videos. Keep asking me more questions. Read books. Watch videos. Learn from people. Relationships. Talk to people who have really good, healthy relationships. Ask them questions. Why not? The experts are probably the ones that have had good, really healthy relationships, right? Thank you. That's all, guys. Thank you very much. That's all for the Q&As this Monday. Please ask me questions, and I'll answer them next Monday. If you can support these videos by voting, commenting, sharing, posting, things like this, it'll help this material grow so it'll reach people who need it. Thank you guys very much. Love yourself first. I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.